Earlier this week, special correspondent Jane Arraf traveled to northern Iraq to interview Masoud Barzani. She began by asking him about the arms issue.
You've said in the past that the U.S. should be playing perhaps a more active role here. They should be doing more, should be supplying more weapons. Do you still feel that way?
We are
satisfied with the air support. We are getting good support, but in reality, to this present moment, we have the same view as in the past on arming and equipping the Peshmerga forces with the right weapons. It's not to the standard we want.
There's been a lot of concern in various parts of the world about the role that Iran is playing here, particularly with the militias that it's backing. Do you share that concern?
We have a principle. Wherever we can strike IS, we are not going to hold back, and whoever will take part and help us attack IS, we will thank them. Right now, I don't share that concern if you were asking me about helping to fight and defeat IS. What happens after that, we can't predict.
Do you worry that at some point the Peshmerga, the Kurdish forces, could end up fighting the Shia militias?
I don't envisage that. Right now, we are in an alliance to fight IS. I am hoping no one is thinking of that. We never wish to fight with anyone. Make no mistake, whoever is going to attack the region, we will defend ourselves. But right now, that is unimaginable.
A lot of this fight now is moving into almost purely Sunni Arab territory, to Crete, Mosul to come. What role do you see the Peshmerga playing in those fights?
If there's a program to liberate Mosul or anywhere else that is on the doorstep of the Kurdistan region, we can study the situation. In principle, we have no objections in helping the Iraqi military forces, the popular mobilization forces, and the Sunni forces. If they have a program, we will help and support them, but we are not going to do anything on our own.
The Kurds have been through many battles, of course. It's part of your Kurdish history, but this enemy, the Islamic State group, seems like nothing that you've battled before. For instance, they've captured 21 of your Peshmerga and they're threatening to behead them on a major Kurdish holiday. How are you able to confront something like that?
It's true, this is a different type of fight to all the others we've fought before. The tactic is different, the style of the fighter is different, but the Peshmerga and the Kurdish people have been given the honor of defeating and tarnishing the image of IS. Of course, it is very sad to see a group of them falling into the hands of IS. Of course, it's very sad, and it hurts me a great deal personally. We will try our utmost to free them, but if that doesn't materialize, we will classify them as martyrs, and the number of our martyrs will increase.
Just a few months before this came up, before the Islamic State group came in and seized all this territory last year, there was some talk that you would be pushing towards moves for eventual independence. Has that all been set aside or pushed back now?
The conflict delayed this process, but the process is still valid. We're not going to abandon it. We're going to do it through dialogue. We will talk with Baghdad about it. We are not going to challenge people. We are not going to fight with them. But as I said, the process is still valid, and we're not going to retreat from it. But we need to study. We need to use wisdom. We need to be united. We can't use force. We cannot shed blood.
Just finally, the Islamic State group and their advance into Iraq and Syria has really changed the course of history in many ways. Do you think it has changed Kurdish history in any sense?
I can't say they changed the course of history, but it strengthened the spirit of defense and sacrifice and the unity of the Kurdish people a great deal.
President Barzani, thank you so much.
Thank you.